Welcome to this presentation of UPSL Soccer Action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
And good afternoon from Silverbacks Park for this UPSL Premier Division action. One of the biggest matches you will see this weekend. Vinotinto Atlanta taking on Kalonji Pro Profile. Larry, we were here getting you kicked off for today's match. Andre Bomar will join me later on this afternoon. Two teams that are at the top of the table battling it out. Take a look at the table as it stands right now. You can see that Dalton United at the top of the table. Kalonji Pro Profile just behind, and this is actually not even up to date. We'll get you the up-to-date one here in just a moment. These two teams at the top of the table. Vinotinto Atlanta currently in second place. Here from Silverbacks Park on field 2. You may also be watching the doubleheader that's going on right now. That is FC Atlanta and Fountain City FC. They are playing on the field that is just next door. As they walk out, we'll get you an update on the leaderboard in just a moment. Dalton United in first place, 21 points. Vinotinto Atlanta in second place, just behind with 20 points. Kalonji Pro Profile in third with 18 points. We'll step aside for the playing of the national anthem. Just about to get us started here at Silverbacks Park here in Atlanta, Georgia, home of Vinotinto Atlanta and FC Atlanta. Currently That match is going on right now between FC Atlanta and Fountain City FC. I believe it's currently 1-1. Today's matchups you have at 7 o'clock, Albion SC is going to welcome FC Birmingham. At 5 o'clock, Georgia Revolution welcome Georgia Athletic SC. And then tomorrow, the one lone game that is going to be going on is at 3 o'clock. Potros FC welcomes UMAFC. Vinotinto Atlanta are going to be in the maroon kits. And they're going to start moving from right to left. Kalonji Pro Profile, they will be in the white kits, and they'll be moving from left to right. Looks like Vinotinto Atlanta is going to get us started for the first 45 here at Silverbacks Park. Thank you for watching here on ASMG TV. If you like what we do, like and subscribe so that you don't miss any action here in the UPSL Georgia Conference. Like I said, right now, Vinotinto 2 points ahead of Kalonji Pro Profile, but they also have 2 games ahead, and we're underway here at Silverbacks Park. Unfortunately, we did not get rosters for either team before the kickoff. Unfortunately, it goes down into the void. It's going to be difficult to see down in the void for part of this match. Trying to cross it. Down into the void and out for a throw. Kalonji able to control it. Tachi with possession. He's going to send it long. Cut off by Vinotinto, but right back into the path of Kalonji Pro Profile. Down, but no foul given. Right back into the attack. Kalonji Pro Profile with possession. Over to Sumo. Sumo's going to go down the wing, down in that void. Unfortunately, we cannot give you an angle at the moment. We're trying to work on that. We'll get it for you a little bit later. In the meantime, it's going to go out, and it will be a throw for Vinotinto Atlanta deep in their third. Back in play is Vinotinto. Right back to the corner, and it's cleared out. Will be a throw for Vinotinto. Said it's kind of difficult to get down there in that void, but we'll do our best as this match proceeds. Kalonji Pro Profile with possession. Center ref disagrees and says it was a Vinotinto throw. Asking the thrower to back up. Right into the void, be another throw for Vinotinto. I'll have to narrate for you in the void, unfortunately. Won by Vinotinto. Sumo, hard challenge on him. Still maintains possession. A lot of work in this void right now. It's going to be a throw for Kalonji Pro Profile. So far, these two teams undefeated in this fall 2024 season. Back in play for Kalonji Pro Profile. They're going to go back all the way to Tachi. He's going to go over to Kamani Irving. Over on the far channel. And it's going to go out, will be a throw for Kalonji per profile. Quickly taken. Hit into the box, back, cleared away by Vinotinto. But back, Kalonji take a shot, deflected, and it's going to go in! Kalonji pro profile on the board first from a deflection. And it's 1-0 Kalonji pro profile. We'll take a look at that here in just a minute. 1-0 Kalonji pro profile over Vinotinto Atlanta here in the 5th minute. It's in the void again. We'll get you a better feed down in this void momentarily. Vinotinto on the attack. Kalonji pro profile. This one's going to make its way all the way back to the back line of Vinotinto. Still very early in the match. Easy times for Vinotinto to make up that 1-0 lead by Kalonji pro profile. Working down the far line over at the corner, into the box, flicked backwards. Shot taken, but it's pulled wide. Give us an opportunity to look at that goal by Kalonji pro profile. You see here, ball comes in, deflected out, bounces off of the defender and finds its way. Nothing that the keeper could do because he was on the other side of the goal. Wasn't prepared for that deflection. And Kalonji pro profile gets us back underway. Foul committed by Kalonji. Oh, I'm sorry, by Vinotinto. Joseph Samuel gets us back underway. Back to Tachi. Tachi's going to play up to Sumo. Sumo's going to elect to go back. This early goal is going to allow Kalonji pro profile to play in a really defensive shell. But make no mistake about it, Kalonji pro profile will attack when they can. This will be a goal kick for Vinotinto. Vinotinto just coming up from Division I, earning promotion from the spring season back into the Premier Division. And they've really made a name for themselves so far in this fall 2024 campaign. This one's going to go all the way back to the keeper. He's going to send it long. Headed forward. Shot taken. What a rip and a goal for Kalonji pro profile. That was an absolute screamer, folks. Take another look at that one. Wins the possession, says, I'll take it on my own, and absolutely through the laces and lasers that ball into the side net, and it's 2-0 Kalonji pro profile. Kalonji feeling uber confident here at Silverbacks Park. No foul given by the center. Foul. First goal coming right about the 5th minute. That goal coming in the 9th minute. Everything on all cylinders here at Silverbacks Park for Kalonji Pro Profile. Anthony Sumo over here in the near channel wanting the ball, not going to receive it. That ball is going to find its way out, will be a goal kick. Said right now, Kalonji Pro Profile has a few games in hand. Currently, they have 2 games in hand on the rest of the league. Dalton United with a game in hand, as well as Georgia Revolution. Those top 4 teams are currently undefeated. Georgia Revolution taking on Georgia Athletic here in just about 15 minutes down in McDonough, Georgia. You can catch that game over on Georgia Revolution's YouTube channel if you want to check that one out as well. You can watch that picture-in-picture, or you can catch it on demand. If you want to stay with us here over at ASMG TV, we thank you if you do watch us, as we try to bring you all the content of UPSL Georgia Premier Division. Good switch of play by Vinotinto. Not able to get around the Kalonji man. They win possession now. Sumo receives. He holds up. He elects to go back. Lose possession. And Sumo's going to get a foul, called for the foul for just running through the Vinotinto man. That ball's going to go out. Will be a throw for Kalonji Pro Profile. Last week, Kalonji Pro Profile received a free win over Atlanta City FC, as they unfortunately have withdrawn from UPSL Georgia action in both the Premier Division and Division One. Nothing that we want to see in the UPSL. Very disappointed in Atlanta City for exiting the season early. Not just for the team itself, also each of the individual players. Here's a run by Kalonji Pro Profile. Down the far line, he's going to come all the way back to the midfield. Slotted across, not able to control it, and just Sumo's able to cut it off before it goes out. He's able to control it. It's down here in the void. I apologize. You're not going to see much of anything. Back to the keeper and over to the far side. Kalonji Pro Profile love to use the width of the field, so they will stretch their opponent out as far as they can. Vinotinto Atlanta, this is really my first time seeing them this fall season. They've had some really impressive wins. There's a mistake pass, allows Anthony Sumo to control it in center circle for a second. It goes back to Kamani Irving. Joseph Samuel. Taken down, it will be a foul. Back underway. Kalonji Pro Profile working down this near side in the void, trying to find a pass through into the box, not able to do so. It's going to be under control by Kalonji in the void, and they're going to go all the way back to Kamani Irving on the back line. Now they're going to reset. Once I get you an updated roster, I'll be able to tell you all the names of the teams as it's delayed in getting to me. I can tell you that number 3 normally being the position or being the number 4 Grant Carr. That is not Grant Carr in that jersey today, so I'll have to verify who that is for Kalonji Pro Profile. Good ball forward, trying to get it to Sumo, not able to do so, cut off by Vinotinto defense. Down over here in the void, controlled by number 11, good backflip. Still in possession. Apologize for some of the camera work that you're seeing. Foul committed by Vinotinto. Sliding challenge is deemed a foul, but we have a man down for Vinotinto over on the other side. I did not see what resulted in this injury. Like I said, last week was a forfeit win for Kalonji Pro Profile. Vinotinto with a 3-1 win over Georgia Athletic over at Discovery High School. That was a great win for Vinotinto. We are in week 9 of the UPSL Premier Division fall season. Top 8 teams move on to the playoffs. Winner of the playoffs will move on to the national tournament to represent Georgia. Currently, when you look at these two teams, 8 games in, Vinotinto are 6-2-0. Kalonji Pro Profile with only 6 matches, and they are a perfect 6-0-0. Injured player number 23 is going to have to go over to the sideline and wait to be brought back in. It'll be a drop ball for, or I think it may have gone out. The other 2 teams that are currently undefeated, first place, Dalton United, 7 matches, 7 wins. Oh, he's going to be subbed off is number 23, and it will be that drop ball for Kalonji Pro Profile. And then in third place, Georgia Revolution, 7 matches played. They are 6-1-0. So 4 teams vying for that top spot, all undefeated, and all at some point will play one of the other in these last 5 weeks of the season. With this being week 19, there's 14 teams in the league. There will be 13 matches with 1 additional week for any substitution or any makeup games or anything like that. Playoffs will begin the first week of December. Anthony Sumo trying to run that down, cut off by Vinotinto Atlanta. That pass was deflected out for a goal kick. Back underway. in the void. Vinotinto work out of the back, moving forward. Anthony Sumo called for the foul. Hard challenge. Back underway, Vinotinto. Over to the far side. Out will be a throw for Vinotinto. In play, Vinotinto with possession, right at center line. Back to the defense. Moving forward through center circle. Makes the turn. Loses possession to Anthony Sumo, but wins it right back. It's just blocked by the void. No foul called there. That ball down the far side, out will be a goal kick. If you're watching, just coming in to this match, UPSL Georgia Premier Division action, Kalonji Pro Profile, Vinotinto Atlanta here at Silverbacks Park. Currently 2-0 Kalonji Pro Profile over Vinotinto Atlanta. Kalonji moving forward. Right at center line. Coming back to Tachi. Not the best pass, but able to send it forward. Cut off by Vinotinto. Keeper's going to be able to comfortably send that one out. But Vinotinto lose possession right at midfield. Kalonji with the throw. Going to go back to Lionel. He's going to come up to Kamani. Received, looking for the turn, able to do so. Down in the void. Sumo trying to get to that ball, but it's just way too much pace in front of him, and it rolls out for a goal kick. Good idea from Kalonji Pro Profile, just a little too far in front of Anthony Sumo. Let's see if Vinotinto can get things moving in the right direction. 22 minutes into this match. Caught off guard a little bit there in those first 8 minutes. Tachi sending it forward to Sumo. He flips it forward, trying to get around the defender. He's able to do so. And he's taken down right before getting to the box. He's just about a yard out of the box. Take a look at that again. You see as this ball's coming forward and he flips it forward to himself as he's moving through. He's just pulled down. And it will be a set piece. Just about a yard out of the box. Just about 5 minutes to go in that FC Atlanta Fountain City FC match that's going on just off to my shoulder. Two men over the ball for Kalonji Pro Profile. Right into the wall. And that one just slashed at. It's going to be hydration break for this match as it's unusually warm here for a fall afternoon. Current temperature in the low 80s. Said you are watching UPSL Georgia Premier Division action right here on ASMG TV. Like I said, Dalton United right now, they are in first place. Vinotinto in second, Georgia Revolution in third, Kalonji Pro Profile in fourth. That was how we started this match. As it stands right now, Kalonji's going to bunny hop over Vinotinto and Georgia Revolution, depending on what Georgia Revolution does against Georgia Athletic tonight. Potros FC in fifth, North Georgia United having a stellar fall season with their new coach, Coach K. He's really got them on the right path. They're 3-2-2, sitting in sixth spot. Seventh spot right now is Fountain City FC. We'll see what the result is of that match. FC Birmingham, they're in the final of the 8 spots for the playoffs. Albion FC just outside due to goal differential. Georgia Athletic, UMA FC, FC Atlanta, they're all within striking distance. SSL is holding the one relegation spot at the moment, as the second relegation spot has already been acquired by the removal of Atlanta City FC, as they've decided to quit their campaign this fall season, which is also going to result in them being removed from any type of USSF action, as that's a major violation of fair play. When we restart here, it's going to be a goal kick for Vinotinto Atlanta. Here in the 26th minute, getting ready to start the 27th. Back underway. Vinotinto moves over to the void. Able to clear it out. Kalonji win possession back. Go back to Tachi. Down here in the void. Oh, and that's a nasty little foul, and it is going to be a yellow card for Vinotinto Atlanta's man, number 10, who received that card here in the 27th minute. Bit of a cynical challenge there. This ball about 40 yards out. Tachi's just going to elect to go back to Kamani. The center official says, wait, I was not ready for that. Now he's ready. Let's see if Tachi elects to do the exact same thing. In a way. Tries to flick it forward to Sumo, not able to do so. Number 10 for Vinotinto has it. Moving through the gears, taken down in the box. Vinotinto wants a foul and a penalty. Center official says no. And there's a foul committed by number 18 of Vinotinto. We'll try to take a look at that opportunity, and if we think it was a penalty or if the Vinotinto man was just making a meal of it. Into the box, and it's going to roll all the way through. That'll allow us to see that penalty possibility. able to control it, moving forward, good ball. Just a light bit of contact and he goes down. That's not a penalty, in my opinion. I have to agree with the center official. Shot taken right into the grasp of Lionel. He gets us back underway. Down through the void, right underneath me, and it's going to roll all the way to the corner. Vinotinto get back underway quickly. That ball rolls out, will be a throw for Kalonji Pro Profile. Tachi. He's going to go forward. Controlled by Vinotinto for a moment. But Kalonji Pro Profile with possession again. Vinotinto needs a goal to get back into this match before halftime. Right at the 30th minute mark. We still got 15 minutes to go plus any stoppage time. I would expect 2, maybe 3 minutes of stoppage with the 2 goals and the hydration break. Kalonji Pro Profile lose possession. Good turn by the Vinotinto man, but right into the arms of Lionel. And he's going to throw it out to the far side. Back to Kamani. And then back to Lionel. He sends it long, headed down by Vinotinto in center circle. Another attack. That one just a little too far. Allows Kamani Irving to win it for Kalonji, but they give it right back to Vinotinto. Again, over to the corner, still in play. Vinotinto lose possession, but gain it right back. Switch of play by Vinotinto. Good redirective movement from Vinotinto. Working down that far side, moving in centrally. Over here to the near side. Good little give and go. He's electing to come over into the void on the near line here. Over to the corner. Gets around the defender. But that ball is going to be deflected off of him and out for a goal kick for Kalonji Pro Profile. We have a Vinotinto man down. Number 2. Could be a cramp with this warmer temperature today, as it was down in the 60s and the lows in the low 40s, upper 30s the last week. The match between FC Atlanta and Fountain City FC just concluded. Trainer out, taking care of number 2. It'll be a goal kick. Back underway, Kalonji Pro Profile here in the 33rd minute. Lose possession to Vinotinto. But they give it right back to Kalonji Pro Profile. Kalonji give it back to Vinotinto. Shot taken, deflected. Still have possession though. Good turn and control by Vinotinto. Send the ball back to center circle. Work down this near side. Out of the void. Tried to get around the Kalonji man. Not going to do so. It's going out for a throw. Sumo has control of it for Kalonji for a moment. Forward by Vinotinto, but Kalonji per profile win possession here in the void. Right underneath me. Going to be a foul committed by Vinotinto. You can see our shadows in the view and sent forward. Conversation going on down underneath of us. I can't see what exactly the issue is. Fourth official is right underneath of us, over the ball. Center official finally saying we can move forward. Kalonji per profile with the ball forward. That one's going to go all the way to the back fence and out for a goal kick, quickly taken by Vinotinto. But deflected out will be a goal kick. Or I'm sorry, a throw, quickly taken by Kalonji. That ball deflected off of the defender's head. That was a solid shot. Sent back to Tachi. He's able to control it, even with that acrobatic attempt by number 10 of Vinotinto to win the ball. That one's going to roll out, will be a throw. Back underway. Vinotinto moving through. Headed forward. Kamani Irving, he's just going to have to flick it out, and it's going to be a corner for Vinotinto. It's going to be in the void, so it's going to be difficult to see. Lionel with possession. Sent high into the sky. Controlled by Vinotinto into center circle. Kalonji pro profile back forward. Foul committed right there. A little bit of a high boot by Kalonji pro profile, and a yellow card is going to be issued for that high boot. I believe that's Wilfred Camden Chopa. It's the first time I've seen Wilfred this season for Kalonji pro profile. Vinotinto gets us back underway, but it goes through the void. Sumo trying to work down the near line through the void, getting around two Vinotinto men, and he goes down, holding his face. Let's see what the center official elects to, if there's going to be a card issued. We'll take a look at the action. You can see as this ball coming forward, through the void is Sumo. He gets up to the box and just kind of hacked, accidental slap in the face. This is going to be a free kick for Kalonji pro profile. Out of the box, Vinotinto, clear it. Vinotinto working down the near line. Oh, Kamani Irving with a nasty, nasty challenge. That's got to be a card. And he has a red card out. Waiting to see our center official's decision before we watch the replay. Because he's holding on to that red card. I haven't seen him issue it yet. He's going to talk to the AR. Gives us a second to look at. You see, as this ball comes forward, it's a beautiful pass forward from Vinotinto. On the run, Kamani just takes down a yellow card is issued to Itachi as well. It's going to be the end of the day for Kamani Irving here in the 43rd minute for Kalonji Pro Profile. They will play the remainder of this half and the second 45 down a man. needless to say, this will be a free kick for Vinotinto Atlanta. It's just outside of the box, right at the corner. Up and down, punched out by Lionel. Good work by the Kalonji Pro Profile keeper. It'll go out. It deflected off of Vinotinto. Or I'm sorry, it was a Vinotinto throw. Down in the box, cleared out by Kalonji Pro Profile. Kalonji Pro Profile's Anthony Sumo trying a pirouette. Wasn't the prettiest, but he got the job done. Into center circle and over here on the near line. Good challenge by Lionel to keep Vinotinto off the board. Shot taken. Oh, and it's off the top bar. Off the crossbar. Shot taken. That one just pulled wide. Vinotinto really feeling it now here in the 45th minute. You see here, shot right off the crossbar. Number 10 coming right back to where he was. Takes the second one with his left, pulls that one wide. Good individual effort by the Vinotinto man. Vinotinto with possession. In the void. We're in the 47th minute of this first half. Have not seen indication of stoppage time. Currently, Kalonji Pro Profile with a 2-0 lead over Vinotinto Atlanta here at Silverbacks Park. Flick forward, but Tachi's going to clear it out. Kalonji Pro Profile are going to be down a man for the second 45. It ended 2-0 Fountain City FC over FC Atlanta. Offsides by Vinotinto. FC Atlanta did have a goal that was disallowed due to offsides. That's a big, big win for Fountain City FC. I'll have Andre Balmar with me for the second 45 of this match. We can talk a little bit more about how that match ended. Anthony Sumo wins it for Kalonji. Sumo receives it yet again. Shouldn't be too much longer before halftime is called. Tachi clears. Samuel. And that one's out for a throw. Vinotinto. We'll see what coaching staff can do at halftime. Get them quickly back in this match. Now that Kalonji Pro Profile is down a man, they can really expose them this second 45. Try to get those 2 points, get at least back even, and then see if they can get a third goal to seal this. Not allow Kalonji Pro Profile to dictate the pace that they're currently doing. Instead of letting Lionel have control of that, Kalonji man goes ahead and plays it out of the back. Tachi in the void. We are 49 minutes past, 50th minute. We are in, still waiting for confirmation of halftime. It's going to be a Vinotinto ball, quickly taken. Foul by Kalonji Pro Profile. And this one, very similar to the previous one. See here, trying to move it forward, and as they come through, just right through him is Joseph Samuel. This may be the last action of this half, as we're 51 minutes gone. Up and down, what a save by Lionel. And that indeed is going to be halftime here at Silverbacks Park. We go into halftime with the score: Kalonji Pro Profile 2, Vinotinto Atlanta 0. Have to have some conversations at halftime for Vinotinto, see if they can get back into this match. It'll give us a moment to step away, get something to drink, come back. We'll give you the second 45 here at Silverbacks Park. It's Kalonji Pro Profile 2, Vinotinto 0. And welcome back here to Silverbacks Park in Atlanta, Georgia for this UPSL Premier Division action. It is Vinotinto Atlanta taking on Kalonji Pro Profile. Kalonji Pro Profile with the 2-0 lead. Larry Weaver alongside Andre Bomar to bring you the second 45 here at Silverbacks Park. And Dre, really interesting match so far. Kalonji Pro Profile with the goal in the 5th minute, then a goal in the 8th minute to go up 2-0, but then a red card issued to Kamani Irving in the 44th minute, so that allows Kalonji Pro Profile to play a man down for the next 45, see if Coach Vinny or Coach Orlando and Vinotinto can get back into this match.
Yeah, I think everything hinges on the adjustments that might be made because of the man advantage that Vinotinto now have. They've been successful so far this season in taking advantage of situations just like this, but Kalonji do have that 2-goal cushion right now, and they're expert at holding on to that. They've done it before, even in postseason play. So it's a tall order for Vinotinto, but we'll see what happens.
Several yellow cards issued in the first half for both sides of the pitch, including Tachi, including number 10, Carlos Suarez for Vinotinto. Kalonji Pro Profile will have the ball to start the second 45. These are 2 of the 4 teams left in the UPSL Georgia Conference that are still undefeated. Somebody's going to come away with a loss. Yeah,
it's a top-tier game with all sorts of implications for the division title and placement of playoff places, which, you know, gives you home field advantage if you're high enough seed. So there's quite a lot to play for, and both teams are going to be successful in the season, but today it's more like bragging rights.
Underway for the second 45 here at Silverbacks Park. Thank you for watching here on ASMG TV. If you like what we do, don't forget to like and subscribe. Vinotinto Atlanta moving over here to the near side. Unfortunately, because we're here on field 2, we have the void that's just below us. So yeah, I'm going to have to describe some of the action that's going on.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. This could be in the stadium. I was just working the Fountain City FC Atlanta game in the stadium. And it's a beautiful venue, but unfortunately this side field is not real friendly to broadcast framing. So,
and that's a massive win, a 2-0 victory for Fountain City FC.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, this is a team given promotion manually with an opportunity now to get into the playoffs.
Ball finds its way through, but Lionel with possession, he's just going to try to run out every second he can and try to hold on to this 2-0 lead.
That's just the type of attack we were talking about they're going to need, and so it's just a matter to see if they can sustain this and put some pressure on that back line of Kalonji.
A few different faces we're seeing in the Kalonji roster today, in the starting 11.
Oh, look at this.
No Kalen Kalonji. Also no Daniel Tumasi. But a couple faces that we haven't seen in a while, one being Wilfred Camden Chopa. We saw him early.
Yeah, not a bad shot there, too. I mean, that's the thing that Vinotinto are going to have to watch out for as they search for some goals to pull back into this game. Leaving themselves a little thin at the back could be dangerous, even against a team with a disadvantage of 10 men.
Vinotinto play it down to this near line, right in the void. Trying to get it to Suarez, not able to do so. Cut that off was Vinotinto. Challenge again. Able to get it back to the defender. Cut off in center circle. Kalonji Pro Profile, Sumo with it. He hits it with his left. Gets it to number 10. He takes a rip at it and he shanks it wide. Is called for offsides.
Yeah, so they'll kick that away. And just a little side note there, you mentioned Kalen Kalonji not in the lineup today. He did win the fans' favorite goal contest from last season. We're going to present him with that award at the next home Kalonji game at Shiloh Field. I believe that's going to be next week. And quite an accomplishment. It's nice to see because that tells you about the support, too, of Kalen as well as for Kalonji.
and a young player. His first season with the UPSL, winning the Golden Boot, or the fan favorite.
Yeah. That's quite
his
a fun
first season
contest.
first season in the spring season.
Yeah, we've had that contest now 2 seasons in a row. Of course, Giancarlo Bustamante won the first contest 2 seasons ago, and now we have Kalonji. We'll have to wait and see who will win it this season.
Of course, Giancarlo Bustamante used to be a part of FC Birmingham. Dre had the opportunity to talk to Doug Walk, who we like to refer to as director of football of FC Birmingham. He does just about everything.
Yeah, I kind of drafted him with that title. I'm not sure. That's not self-imposed. But that's a man who does everything for the club. And if you want to check out that interview we had with him, it's on demand at the ASMG YouTube channel. Just click to subscribe and hit that notification bell, and you get announcements of all the broadcasts and special features that we offer.
It's going to be a throw on the far line for Vinotinto. I'm sorry, it will be a free kick. A foul.
Tomato. Over there.
We'll figure it out eventually.
Yes, sir.
Georgia Revolution is taking on Georgia Athletic down in McDonough right now.
Yeah, we covered a little bit of that with sort of a trial back pass episode. We talked about Georgia Athletic and the unfortunate circumstances of the last 2 weeks with them. But it's a good club, and I think that they'll rebound from some misfortune and challenge for a playoff spot, I believe. Vinotinto really trying to close down here, but
Albion SC is going to be taking on FC Birmingham at 7 o'clock.
That's going to be an interesting one, too. Albion has been playing a lot better in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, they did not start the season well at all.
They've got some admin issues, too. They've had a couple of games where they didn't have coaches. And look at this, what threw is offside.
Offsides, he was off on just that first step. Yeah, they started, it didn't help that they started the season taking on league champs Dalton United.
Yeah, and they only showed up with 10 men and no coaches. And it's not really the type of thing you're used to seeing in a pro development league.
Potros FC winning the spring season. Dalton United currently at the top of the table, hence why we call them league champs right now.
Yeah, champs elect at the moment. But what a dogfight we have at the top of the table here in the Georgia Premier this season.
And a lot of these teams are going to be playing each other in these last 4 to 5 weeks, as we have 13 matches to play.
Yeah, I was talking to the owner of Fountain City a little while ago, and he just noted that he's already played the top 4 teams in the division, which leaves the rest of the division for them to fight for that playoff spot. So things look bright for them. It gives them an opportunity.
Just got to make it into the 8th spot to make it to the playoffs. As long as you're not down in those bottom 2 spots, like I said earlier, only one of those is going to be in play because Atlanta City FC electing to remove themselves from competition in the UPSL. They automatically are in the final spot and are not just relegated, but they are removed from the UPSL at this time.
Yeah, that's another team we went into detail with the first episode of the Back Pass, and that team is gone. And what we would call, if you're used to NCAA football, that would be called the death penalty for a club here, not only in the Georgia Premier, but any USSF sanctioned game or league. Very serious matter.
hopefully it doesn't reflect on the players, and they'll get to move on to other organizations and have opportunities.
Yeah, a number of those players are signing on with other teams, and we'll be able to report on those once they're confirmed. But some interesting, standout players from Atlanta City, I think, are moving to other teams in the Premier. So they at least will be able to continue on their careers. They're not going to be penalized by the actions of their coach.
Guys like Jules, guys like Arroyo,
Jimmy Noel. Be exciting to see them in a new club that, a legitimate club that could really do something with their careers.
And the other thing was Atlanta City had a lot of young players, U13, U15, U17. So there's a lot of product for some of these clubs, that a lot of players that they could have, they could utilize for many, many years.
Yeah, to be honest, that was what I liked about Atlanta City. They believed in the youth system, and they were very successful with it. They won a division playoff final to go to the Nationals 2 seasons ago. And unfortunately, as I said in the back pass, that they regressed from that point. They did not build on that success, whereas you have a team like North Georgia United, who were in the relegation places last season, and survived through reorganization of the Premier Division. And look at how they're doing now. They've taken advantage of that and built on it. That's the way you do it. Such a challenge to run a team at this level. It is not easy, but it can be very rewarding.
So many games, playing both spring and fall seasons. Only a few weeks off between each season. You've also got friendlies.
Yeah,
you've got other tournaments.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's so much going on. No other league is like this. Only full-time or full year-round type of league at this level. Only league with promotion and relegation. Very compelling competition.
Straight up into the air. Could have been called a handball, but that was in a natural position. Right at center circle. Good battle. Don't forget that Vinotinto Atlanta, they are a man up on Kalonji Pro Profile, though you really wouldn't be able to tell. Injury on a Vinotinto man was off the ball. I didn't even see it. Trying to say that it was that it was an injury caused by Sumo. Fourth official and center official coming together to have a conversation.
Yeah, that's what the AR is for. He can see things that happen behind the referee's back. Vinotinto players really need to just back off and let them discuss the situation. The AR saw whatever happened. We didn't see it on the broadcast. This jawing that the players do is just really not necessary. It only delays what's going on.
We see this time and time again.
Yeah, the player that was down, the Vinotinto player that was down, is now back up. Okay, we got a yellow card for Sumo. So I guess whatever happened there.
Yeah, whatever it was off the ball.
Yeah, I did not see what happened.
Whether it was he stepped on him or exactly what.
Yeah, I mean, Anthony was pleading his innocence in the whole thing. I can't comment one way or another. I didn't see what happened, but I do know that the Vinotinto player did not stay down long once the ruling went through. So, sometimes there's a little play acting that happens with these guys.
Back heeled. That ball's going to go out. Will be a corner for Vinotinto.
Yeah, just one other thing. The AR did see that incident, so we have to trust that. So
yes.
I don't want to assume that nothing happened. All right, corner from the void. We'll concentrate on the goal mouth here.
Here comes the swinger. Away by Kalonji. Vinotinto. Deflected. Tachi's able to release it.
Chance to break for profile.
Through that line, down, not a foul. Now, counterattack by Vinotinto. Here, the near side, Suarez. Right at the side, he into the box. Shielded away by Kalonji. They clear it for just a second. Just not able to control the ball. And a foul by Tachi. Tachi's got to be careful because he's on a yellow card already.
Yeah, you don't want to lose another man here. And this is a very somewhat dangerous position. You have a few capable Vinotinto players that can really put some muscle on this ball from this distance.
And with Kamani Irving being gone, you've already lost one center back, Tachi being your other center back.
Yeah, they have to be very careful. They have to be smart. I mean, Pro Profile is a team full of experience.
You know, we talk about it all the time. You got to remember that not only are you going to be suspended for a match, you're also going to see some money come out of your pocket as there will be a monetary fine.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Vinotinto, two-man over the ball.
Four-man wall.
Looks like Suarez is going to take it. Indeed he will. Right into the wall.
Wall did his job.
To the far side. Controlled. Gets around one man. Not able to get around the second.
Nice defense there.
He's taken down and fouled.
Yeah, he tripped him there. You know, he's arguing for some reason, but
well, both of these teams can play very emotionally.
Well, that's true. That was a skillful defense of a good move by Vinotinto coming around that corner, and defense was able to snub that out. Play on, says the referee at the challenge. Sumo's not happy about that.
Yeah,
he's still
Sumo
arguing with the referee.
Sumo feels he was wronged.
They gotta check that frustration. You don't want to lose your cool now.
Cleared.
Pro Profile
Be a
needs
throw.
they need to remember they're 2 goals ahead.
Even though they're down a man, they've got that 2-goal cushion.
Yeah.
That one goes through the box.
Yeah, and in the sense of the title race, this is a very important game for Pro Profile. They need to stay in touch with Dalton United. And of course there's Georgia Athletic that's in the picture, and of course this team here they're playing today, Vinotinto. This is a huge, huge game for both teams.
Forward.
Nice ball in.
Into the box. Turns.
Turn.
Slides over to Suarez. Back over to the other side. Tachi jumps up.
Important
Gets enough
intervention.
of it. Still in the box.
Looking for a way through.
Vinotinto have to come back and start again.
Trying to use that man advantage.
Get around the first man.
Oh.
Trying to thread through 3 players, not going to do so.
Pro Profile very compact in the box there.
Good little 1-2. He's able to get there.
Oh!
Hit. Just pulls it wide.
How did he miss that? Even the trailing player coming through, you thought maybe he could tap it in, but he just couldn't reach it. Unbelievable opportunity there. That would have become at a very good time as well.
Take a look at the replay here. You can see beautiful ball through.
Yeah, threaded through. And I wonder that the defender there was wrong-footed by it. And there, oh, it's just out of reach of the player coming through as well, just inches away.
Could have easily have been 2-1. Substitution coming on for Kalonji Pro Profile.
Yeah, we'll have to see if we can get a roster for a pro profile. Some of the names we don't have, but we do their games enough that we know most of the players.
Yeah, we know most of them. This is our first time seeing Vinotinto this fall season.
Yeah, it's a treat to see them, man. I've been waiting to see Vinotinto. They've done so well this season so far. Tell you what, the job Orlando Lopez has done with Vinotinto is short of remarkable. I mean, you consider this team was almost kicked out of the league through indiscipline issues.
They're
They've
really
turned it
looking
around.
well. I mean, they're decently organized, and there's a little bit of a smack in the face.
Foul call.
The fourth official's right there.
Yeah, just underneath here, there's a Vinotinto player down. We really can't see it from here. You kind of see it through the grating here, number 13. And he's arguing, so he's probably okay.
Yeah, that was just. It was just a little bit of a, you know, hand to the face, you know.
Yeah,
when
stuff that happens.
When a player's trying to gain control. Substitution coming on for Vinotinto.
Yeah, all is restored. Now back to what's really interesting, football.
Cut off by Kalonji.
Tried to thread the needle there.
That one's going to go out, be a throw for Kalonji.
From the void, that nasty void. Field 2, which I don't like. Oh,
It's right underneath of us.
Cameraman searching for the ball.
It's right underneath me.
It'll come into the picture sooner or later here.
Here it comes in.
There we go.
He's going to call, I believe he's going to call him for a foot foul.
Foul, yeah, foul throw.
One of the times I'd be happy to see a foot foul so that I could talk about it.
And you can't
can't
see
even
it.
get it on camera. Because that's one of the things I'd love to see improved
Is he on? He's off.
here in the UPSL is just better work with throw-ins, because they just too many players do not use a proper technique when it comes to the throw-in.
I'll tell you one rule I'd like to see enforced is the 6-second rule for Georgia for goalkeepers. I'd never see that call.
Yeah, I mean you can. Well, you see it all the way through the ranks of soccer.
Yes, you do.
You see keepers that'll hold the ball almost 30 seconds before they release it. You remember back in the day when as soon as the keeper had the ball, you saw the referee counting.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you have in other sports like Major League Baseball, you now have the pitchers have a count that they have to throw the ball or they're penalized.
Yeah.
You even have it in bowling now.
It's everywhere. Things are getting a little nitpicky, I think. Well, look at all those white
Cleared
shirts in
away
there.
by Kalonji.
Collapsing down. They're definitely going to try to soak up any pressure. They have the luxury of doing that.
We're in the 68th minute.
32
The
minutes.
intensity is starting to increase
Ooh.
as Vinotinto is getting a little bit more desperate.
Water break.
I believe he's going to call hydration break here in the 68th minute.
Yeah, I tell you, it's getting really dicey. Yeah, referee's telling them take the water break. These guys want to play, man.
Yeah, go ahead and take that break now.
Yeah. Yeah, the emotions are starting to happen here. See Vinotinto teammates trying to guide one of his teammates to the sideline. A little too much talking, I think. Yeah, I tell you, these are two teams, like you say, they're very, very emotional. And, you can see a couple of Kalonji players they're noticing that they're in their heads. And, that's something that these experienced teams do. These teams that have either former professionals or current professionals playing for them, they know that, there's emotion as part of this game. And if you rattle your opponent, you take them out of the game.
Absolutely. You look at the fixtures right now, FC Atlanta losing 2-0 to Fountain City. Kalonji currently winning 2-0. Georgia Revolution and Georgia Athletic. We'll see if we can get you an update on the score, as that's already kicked off. And then Albion SC and FC Birmingham kicking off tomorrow. Potros FC and UMA FC at 3 o'clock.
I'd like to see that game. Yeah, that's going to be a barn burner as well. Every game counts. Every point counts. There's a race for the division title. There's a race for playoff places. There's a struggle to stay out of the relegation zone. And as Larry said earlier, Atlanta City are already down and out, not only of the Georgia Premier Division, but out of the UPSL and out of USSF. And so only one more team is going to be taken down at the end of the season, and we're going to have 2 coming up from Division 1.
I can tell you at halftime, it is 0-0 between Georgia Revolution and Georgia Athletic. The one thing about Kalonji Pro Profile is they have a couple games in hand.
Yeah, if they take care of that, they're the team that if they take care of those games in hand, they have the division title in their hands. But a lot depends on Dalton United, who can't seem to lose right now.
Yeah, right now, Dalton United, they were supposed to play SSL this week. Tomorrow, that game is postponed because Dalton United is currently right now kicking off up at Dalton Stadium, taking on, what a shot out of nowhere.
Is that Tachi? Wow. What a shot for a defender. Critical save there.
See this coming from a corner, an outswinger. And Tachi just
first timed it.
First time takes a swipe at it and dang near puts it in the back of the net.
Yeah,
here comes the second outswinger.
That's a striker's chance there. Referee sorting some stuff out here.
That one
finding
its way through. But Dalton United, they're playing tonight in an Open Cup qualifier up at Dalton Stadium. That kicked off at 6 o'clock.
Yep, they're playing, I believe it's Mint Hill FC.
A very, very tough team out of the Mid-Atlantic. They are currently in first place down there over in the North and South Carolina.
Yeah, strong team. They recently had a setback, I believe, against Asheville this past week. But before that, I think they'd only lost 1 game so far this season.
Scored a lot of goals, too.
Oh, Tachi in there again, man. He just he decided he's going to be a striker today.
Out of that normal center back role, playing so far forward.
Yeah, Tachi moving back into his spot there in a center back position.
Lifted forward, and Lionel has that ball secured easily. Sumo trying to get around the defender, able to do so. Fights through 3 men.
So strong on the ball.
Tried over with his left, hits the post.
Oh, he wants that back. He wants that back.
That should have been a goal for Anthony Sumo.
What a gilt-edged chance that was for Pro Profile to really turn the screws here. Man down. But here goes Vinotinto.
Into the box. Vinotinto punched away by Kalonji. Pro profile poked away by number 11. It's going to be a throw deep in the Kalonji third, down in the void.
That's a corner, I believe. Yes, corner.
Oh, it is a corner. Excuse me. Right to
Oh,
Lionel.
my
That
gosh.
one almost had eyes for the goal.
I thought it was in for a second. Unbelievable. Vinotinto have had a couple of chances like that.
Oh, what a nasty challenge by number 3. Definitely a yellow card on him. Benavidez is who I have for number 3.
Yeah, we have to trust that these lineups we get sometimes are inaccurate. So if we do miscall someone, we apologize. Doing the best we can.
Take a look at that challenge.
Trying to slow
Lionel with
Sumo
the throw
down.
out.
He's just strong, and you know, I think he just quite deliberately took him out.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, he's lucky not to get a red for that, to be honest.
Having another man back there is what saved him from that.
Yeah.
Here's a challenge for Vinotinto.
Vinotinto with players forward, trying the pressure.
Kalonji work their way out. And here's the hard part, Dre. Vinotinto been up a man for 30 minutes. You can't even tell because Kalonji is playing against them so strongly.
Yeah.
You would think that we're 11 v 11.
I remember on 2 different occasions where Pro Profile were down to 10 men and losing and came back and won both of these games. One was a national playoff game. It just tells you what type of team it is.
Coach Bruno has told us several times throughout the season about how dedicated Kalonji was for this fall Premier Division.
Yeah, and you really see it in the results so far this season.
And you also
miscue
is
by
it
the
going to
goalkeeper.
fall its way through? No, it is not. Miscue by the keeper. Sumo almost got away with one.
Oh boy, yeah, and that's the type of mistake you don't want to make in front of Sumo. Can really punish you, but they got away with that. Here they come down the other side, though. Is that a foul?
Foul committed by the Kalonji man.
Now another good opportunity here. Taken
Quickly taken.
Catch
Hit.
off guard.
Blocked. Headed away by Kalonji.
Good decision.
Lionel doing a good job there. Held up right into the grasp of Lionel. He has just been, so far this match, he's been in the right place at the right time.
He has really commanded his area well.
Sumo takes the man down.
Incidental contact.
Vinotinto now. Another attempted attack. That one's going to roll out, will be a goal kick.
Yeah, looking at this, it's typical kind of pro profile play here today. It's not the most fluid display. It's the type of play that really frustrates an opponent. They just can't get on top.
Hit with his left, controlled by the keeper. Next week, Vinotinto is going to travel up to Riverbend Park, take on North Georgia United, a team that's done really, really well this fall season with Coach K now in control of the helm.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. You know, North Georgia United was a team that ended up in the relegation places dead last season. Reorganization of the division because we had teams that left, and we also added a spot in the Premier Division, gave them an opportunity to stay. And, you know, a team like that, unlike Atlanta City, took advantage of that. And, you know, they have a new coach, got new players, a great attitude towards the competition. And the results bear that out.
North Georgia United, Kalonji Pro Profile, they're going to be at home taking on Georgia Revolution.
Oh,
so
another
that
marquee
is going
match.
to be another marquee match for Kalonji Pro Profile.
That's going to be a real test.
And Kalonji Pro Profile still has Dalton United to face.
Yeah, that's another one. Like I said, the big boys are going to be playing each other in the next few weeks.
Yeah,
it's going
Dalton,
to be interesting.
Kalonji's got to take on all three of the undefeateds.
Well,
could they step away and be the only one? We'll just wait to see.
If you're going to win the big prize, you got to beat the big teams. Void.
In the void. Kalonji come away with it. Send it long. Over to Sumo. He's able to control it. In the far channel, into the box. Trying to get it to where he can use his left. Not going to be able to do so.
Yeah, that patented cut-in move he's so famous for. A lot of people know he can do that move or is going to do that move, but they haven't been able to stop it.
That's one of the, you know what I'm going to do? Stop me.
Yeah, Larry Bird used to do that in the NBA. He used to tell his defender where he was going to go, and still was able to do it.
Substitution coming on for Vinotinto.
Vinotinto, they do have the majority of possession here, but unable to do much with it so far.
Looks like number 18's day is done, replaced by number 27.
And they do need to get something going here. You know, I think they need to be looking at trying to snag a point today. Over to the void.
Will be a throw. Controlled. Back to the edge of the center circle. The center backs are really working hard right now, holding off the attack of Sumo. Tachi sends that one all the way to the center spot.
Yeah, Kalonji definitely parking the bus at the moment, and why not with a 2-goal lead and a man down. And they've been effective on the break.
He gets into the box, tries to hit it
man.
with his left, unable to get through that wall of defense of Kalonji.
He tried to arsenal his way through there. And
again, Kalonji is down a man, if you can believe it.
Yeah, I think it is.
Here's an opportunity for Vinotinto.
Got too far outside.
Pushed away.
Well, you're not going to get much with that going on. But you're
Kalonji
right.
defending with 6 and 7 at a time.
Yeah, they're packing in. They're closing down on their own side. And it's, you know, it's Kalonji being Kalonji, you know. It's not the first time we've seen them dominate like this.
Buzz the tower on the
referee.
center official.
Effectively getting out of the way.
Vinotinto with possession down in the void. Works his way out, but he loses possession to Kalonji.
Chance of the break.
Sumo
another bad tackle on
going
Sumo.
to be fouled.
You didn't
You
see
could
it.
You could hear the boots come together from above.
I'm not
Yellow
really
card
sure
for dissent.
why are they arguing? I just, it's a foul. That's what.
Well, what he's being upset about, and he has every right to be upset about it, and he should be carded. Is you have an official for the Kalonji staff out on the pitch, outside of the technical area.
Yeah, that
he should be carded for that.
Yeah, in fact, you're right, Larry. That's actually could be a red card offense for the official.
Center official has his book out.
Yeah, because if I think it's FIFA ruled in part of the Rule 12 that if a official coach or anybody comes outside of the technical area to argue or to remonstrate with the official or players, that can be a straight red.
The Vinotinto man had every right to be upset there.
Yep, you're right. I was wrong.
That one's going to be nicked out. Will be a corner for Vinotinto.
I had initially thought he was upset about the foul call, but no, he's upset about something legitimate there. So I apologize to that. It's this awful void that got me.
Outswinger headed in.
There we go.
There's the goal for Vinotinto Atlanta.
That's exactly what they needed and when they needed it. Job half done now.
That goal coming in the 84th minute.
And now it's going to set up to be a very nervy time for these last 8 minutes or so. Coming in with this in-swinger here. A free header. Free header.
Absolutely
defensive
unmarked
breakdown.
in the middle.
As well as Kalonji has been doing in defense, they allowed the player to come in unchallenged to head that ball in about as easy as you get it.
Number 99, Mopawu with that goal. Now it's going to be interesting with 5 minutes to go plus stoppage time. Down 1 goal.
Drama as predicted.
And down a man is Kalonji. Can Vinotinto find their way back into this?
Yeah, all of a sudden they have time. You know? That's a critical goal to get at that time, because now there's enough time to get a second.
That ball sent skyward.
Yeah, it was surprising to see the breakdown in defense there off a set piece like that. Kalonji is not known for that type of breach.
Send a ball that high into the sky, you should put tickets on it so that you can earn airfare.
Yeah, indeed. Switch fields here. Oh, nice touch there.
Good work from Vinotinto down the line. Crossed into the box. Mopawu, he takes the shot. Just not able to get it out from underneath his feet.
Legitimate chance. Turn and burn.
Kalonji are going to try to slow things down.
Again, when you see it, he received that ball in the penalty area unchallenged.
Straight up into the air. Settled. Good work by Vinotinto. Samuel. Rivero, number 3, has done a really good job as center back for Vinotinto this match. They got those 2 early goals from Kalonji. Oh, there's it off the post. That should have been the second goal. Mopawu
there.
Coming back in, cleared it out.
There it was.
That
was
could
it.
have been the goal, and it's going to be a corner.
Oh, just couldn't direct it. Inches, inches, inches. Corner from the void here. We're going to concentrate on the goal mouth.
To the backside, headed forward. Suarez, he takes a stab at it.
Couldn't keep it down.
Take a look again at this opportunity.
Another great opportunity. That's the second great opportunity they've had in this many minutes. Coming through. Oh, just couldn't direct it. He had an open goal.
He was just trying to put a touch on it.
Ball came through with velocity, and a touch is all it needed. But he just couldn't direct it on.
Vinotinto turning the screws late on Kalonji Pro Profile. They're down a man. Been that way since the 42nd minute.
Well, that goal has put some spice into this game.
Kalonji Pro Profile just trying to hang on.
Boy, if they can grab a point, that's going to be a famous point, and it's going to mean so much in the title race.
Vinotinto, they're still confident. Kalonji, clear it. Now, here's an attack. But stood up right in center circle by Rivero.
Time becoming a factor here.
Taken down, one by Kalonji. Sumo. Farther back. Playing deeper for Kalonji right now, as they don't really need a striker on the top. They just need to hold on for just a few more minutes.
Yep. Now it's damage control.
Good ball to the box. Headed away.
So important for the goalkeeper to communicate with his defenders in a situation like that.
Kalonji Pro Profile able to have those taller defenders.
I apologize to the viewers. This void is not, I'm not enjoying it either.
Yeah, it's just
It
it's
so
difficult to get anything.
Not a great venue for
as
a game.
The touch line is literally right below us. Vinotinto trying to move through that far line, not able to do anything. Going to have another attack here. Coming through center circle.
In the 90th minute. And whatever extra time is added.
Here comes the attack. Shot taken, just wide, but a deflection will be a corner.
Corner from the void. Another scoring opportunity for Vinotinto.
Setting up to take it short.
91st minute. We're in extra time. Added on time.
Keeper for Vinotinto all the way up in the box. Almost got to him. Suarez loses possession.
Keeper staying in the box.
Asking for it forward. Hit. Oh, just pulled wide. Rivero had an opportunity there.
My goodness. Such a nervous time. The Vinotinto keeper was in the box the whole time. Didn't try to go back. Try to give him two-man advantage. Here, that deep ball in. Right-footed, just not on frame.
Kalonji have a substitution. We'll see who is coming on and who is coming off. Number 3 is coming off. He did go down a little bit ago.
Yeah,
I did not get a roster for Kalonji Pro Profile. Some of these faces are new to me.
Yeah,
we have some of
Kalonji
the old
player hurrying off the field there.
We have some veteran players today for Kalonji.
And that was sarcasm, by the way.
Headed by the keeper, way out of his box. That foul happening right at center spot.
Yeah, we could get some pretty substantial extra time added because there's been a lot of time wasting here.
We're already 2 minutes into stoppage time. We'll see how much more stoppage time we have. Two more minutes of stoppage time, the official says.
4?
Total of 4. We're already 2 minutes in. Here's an opportunity for Kalonji out of nothing. Oh, what a save off the line.
Boy, can't give up a goal now.
Benavidez, that ball just kind of came out of nothing.
Yeah, that attack came out of nothing. And I got the other void.
This is going to be a corner, an in-swinger for Kalonji. Center official, our center ref is asking both teams to just calm down.
I mean, you can understand the emotions at this time.
Definitely a lot of talk going on.
I have a feeling we're going to get more than 4 minutes of extra time.
Yeah, I think so too. Kalonji take it, and they just sit in the corner. Sumo goes down. He's fouled. Going to be a yellow card issued to number 13.
Yeah, unfortunately, we cannot see.
I believe it was 13 that was fouled, Benavidez. Yes, it was. It was Sumo who was fouled. You have 3 men over the ball, and it's about a yard away from the corner. So it has the makings just to sit there for a few seconds. Sumo's just standing on the ball right in the corner. The ball's going to roll out, will be a throw.
Yeah, you have to pretend you're listening to radio right now.
It's going to be a throw for Kalonji. Or no, it's going to be considered a foul.
Kick.
It's going to be a foul, not a.
The AR from the other side is what they're trying to get his attention.
He's calling for. He was calling offsides. You've got pushing and shoving on both sides. You have a Vinotinto man down, number 17 for Kalonji with a shove. He goes down. I think we're going to have some red cards issued as well.
Yeah, another wasted situation here. You got Silverback security. We got players throwing punches at each other.
Both squads are pushing and shoving each other. Not what we need. Players are trying to control it. Now it's getting out of hand. Now you've got staff coming, trying to stop what's going on.
Yeah, it's ugly. Trying to get our handheld.
Security coming in, trying to settle this.
Our handheld. There's going to be suspensions, fines, all kinds of stuff going on here. You know, and this is the kind of thing that's like not unexpected with these teams. These are two teams that regularly lose their cool.
And it's off. It's not even. It's completely off the field right now.
Yeah, and you know you got people coming off the bench.
And you have just individuals coming out.
There's no need for this. Look, you got girlfriends out there.
Security, family.
Oh boy. Yeah, this is when they, you know.
And this is one of those instances.
They're men that are behaving as children.
And this is one of those instances where Coach Bruno is not here. I'm sure.
Well, see, here's the thing. You got two teams that are vying for. Let me switch back. You got two teams vying for the division title. You're going to have suspensions coming off this. Are you going to lose key players for multiple games because of this nonsense?
Absolutely.
Now that ref's going to have to take time to sort all of this out. There you can see security.
And they're just going to end the game, and they're going to go to the locker room. Center officials with safety concerns. They end the game. Not the way we want to end this game. It's going to end 2-1.
What a waste. What a horrible way to end the game.
With two teams that are vying for the top.
Why are they still fighting?
Because too many players that are just not, just
girlfriend and babies out here. It's just a nasty, nasty situation.
Unnecessary.
Everything's taking place right now under our feet.
Yeah. So that's where we're going to end it.
I mean, it's largely handbags. I mean, it's just nonsense. So we'll see what the multiple suspensions and fines are going to be out on the back of this, because you're going to lose key players most likely for the crunch games coming up because of stupidity.
Yeah, Kalonji come away with the win, stay undefeated. The first loss for Vinotinto. We'll see how it goes. We look at the other match that's currently going on right now between Georgia Athletic and Georgia Revolution. Currently still 0-0 at the 62nd minute. That match will be interesting to see how it ends. Both of those teams, Georgia Revolution wanting to stay undefeated, Georgia Athletic needing points to continue their chance to make it into the playoffs.
Yeah, and this is going to be interesting with Georgia Revolution and Dalton United, who probably, have people watching this game. They see Vinotinto lose and possibly knock themselves out of the title race. They're going to be in the playoffs for sure.
Yeah.
But Kalonji, that's another thing. They've won the game, but what's the disciplinary going to be for this?
Yeah. What are they going to lose player-wise? Because they've already lost Kamani Irving for at least a match with the red card.
And who does Kalonji have to play next?
Yeah. And they're coming. Yeah, they immediately have to play Georgia Revolution.
They still got Dalton on the Dalton. Yep. So it's a mess for them, and I'm sure although Bruno's not here, I'm sure he's watching, and there's nobody probably more upset than him right now.
Oh yeah, I'm sure his phone is on fire right now.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't like to see this kind of stuff with his team. He likes them to play smartly. These guys are experienced. These are pros, or former pros out there.
Yeah.
They know better than this.
All right, well, keep an eye on ASMG's socials, so we'll give you all the scores, the standings, where everything stands, what happens in the aftermath of all this. Keep an eye on all of our extra content, set pieces, interviews, back pass, all those extra things. If you like what we do, give it a subscribe, like, comment, share. It all helps the algorithm.
Hit that notification
bell, all that stuff.
All that good stuff.
That's going to do it here at Silverbacks Park. It's been a long day, 4 matches in one day.
Woohoo!
ASMG TV, that's what we do. For Andre Bomar, Krishna Bomar, I've been Larry Weaver. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time here on ASMG TV.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.